Let us continue the slides now. So look at the next example. So that is a formula already we have discussed here. And look at the next example here. So find P if the following system of linear equations has unique solution. So here, okay, so this kind of linear equations. So in this linear equation, some unknown values are there. So how can you find out those unknown values? By using the formula what and all we have seen in the last slide. That is, whether it is a unique solution or infinitely many solution or no solution. According to that only we are going to find out the unknown values. So those formulas are very useful to find out the unknown value in the given pair of linear equations. So here in the first equation the unknown value is there, that is P. We are going to find out the value only here by using those formulas in the last slide. Okay. So look at the given equation having unique solution. So unique solution means what is the condition? So the condition is A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, right? So that is the formula for a pair of linear equation having unique solution. Okay, now we know that what is A1. So A1 is 4, this one B1, this one C1, and this one A2, B2, C2, right? Now substitute in the formula. So what is A1? So A1 is 4 and A2 is 2. Okay, so equal to, and B1 is P and B2 is 2. Okay, so these two to get cancel each other because both are equal and they are in the denominators only. That's why. Okay, therefore 4 equal to P. Therefore what about the value of P now? So P equal to 4. Right? So this kind of sums is very, very important. Okay, so definitely they will ask any one of the sums to find out the unknown value, okay, in a given pair of linear equation. So how can you find out? Means using the three formulas what and all we have seen in the last slide. Okay, so the given pair of linear equation having unique solution means that is a formula, and they are having infinitely many solution means one formula is there, and they are having unique, that is no solution means the formula is there. So the application of these three formulas is nothing but you can find out the unknown value in the pair of given linear equation. Okay, so look at the next example. For what values of k the following pair of linear equation has infinitely many solutions. Okay, so here also two pair of linear equation, that is the set of linear equation given here. So here also the unknown values involving here. So how can you find out? Okay, so what is the condition given here? Means the given system has infinitely many solutions. Okay, so how can we find out the k value? By using the concept of infinitely many solution only. Okay, so let us see the solution video now.
Right, so here two pair of linear equations given here. So some of the coefficients are unknown value, that is k value. So we are going to find out that k value only. And what is the given condition means? So the given pair of linear equation having infinitely many solutions. So infinitely many solution means, so the condition is there. So what is the condition? So infinitely many solution means the condition is A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. So that is the condition for set of linear equation having infinity solution, right? So here what is A1, B1, C1, everything? So write it first. So A1 is K, the first equation, that is A1, B1, C1. So A1 is nothing but the coefficient of X, and B1 is the coefficient of Y, and C1 the constant part, that is minus of K minus 3. So we can take along with the minus symbol. Okay, minus is there means. So next to A2 equal to 12 and B2 equal to K, C2 equal to minus K. Right? Now substitute in the formula. So instead of A1, K, instead of A2, 12 equal to B1 value 3 by K equal to minus of k minus 3 divided by minus k, right? So here everything equal, all the ratios are equal. So you can equate any of the two values, okay, either these two or first one last one or the second one last one, okay, you can take anything because everything equal only. So now I am going to take the first two, that is k by 2 equal to 3 by k. Now make a cross multiplication here. So if you make cross multiplication means here k square equal to, so here 2 and 3 is 36. What is k now? Therefore k equal to plus or minus square root of 36. Therefore k equal to plus or minus 6 because it's a square number. So k equal to plus or minus 6. So that is the value of k. And one more possibility is also there. That is last two. If you take last two means what will happen? Last two, or you can take first and last also. However, you are going to equate different 2 points. Okay. So take last two. That is 3 by k equal to minus of k minus 3 divided by minus k. So minus minus get cancelled. So which implies, then make a cross multiplication. So 3k equal to, if you make a cross multiplication here means k into k minus 3, right? So 3k equal to, so multiply inside, so k square minus 3k, right? So here k square minus 3k, if you bring it left hand side, that is right hand side, this one means it will become minus 3k equal to 0. So k square minus 6k equal to 0 because like terms, and take k as a common one. So what will happen? So here only 1k will be there, minus here 6 only equal to 0, right? So either k equal to 0 or k minus 6 equal to 0, right? So k equal to 0 and k equal to 6. So these are the another possibilities of k values. Now how many values we are having? So the first stage we are having k equal to plus or minus 6, and in the second case we are having 0 and 6. So when we combining these two values, the value of k is nothing but 0 plus 6 and minus 6. That's it. So these are the values of k, that is possible values of k. Suppose here you found k equal to plus or minus 6, okay, but and after that I have equated these last two equations, and I got k equal to 0 and k equal to 6. Suppose here also k equal to 6 is there means just leave it. So take k equal to minus 6 and plus 6 alone. So any different values are available means we can include that also. That's it. That is the matter. Okay. So that is a procedure to find out the value of unknown value.
Right. Look at the next example. For what value of k the following pair of linear equation has no solution? So here no solution given here. Okay. So the same thing. We are going to use the concept of no solution, and we are going to find out the unknown value in the pair of linear given equation. Okay. So look at the solution video now.
Right. Here also we are going to find out the unknown value k. So the pair of linear equation given here. So we are going to find out k value. So what is the given condition? The set of linear equation having no solution here. So with the concept of no solution, we are going to find out the value of k. So before going to find out that, just write this pair of linear equation into standard order. Standard order means the pair of linear equation having 0 on the right hand side, that's it. Okay. So that means bring it minus on the left hand side, it will become 3x plus y minus 1 equal to 0. Similarly, in second equation, 2k minus 1 into x plus k minus 1 into y minus of 2k plus 1 equal to 0, right? So now what is a1? So a1 equal to 3, b1 equal to 1, c1 equal to minus 1, and a2 equal to 2k minus 1, b2 equal to k minus 1, and c2 equal to minus of 2k plus 1, right? Now what is the condition that a pair of linear equation having no solution? So no solution means a1 by a2 equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. Right? Now substitute here. So instead of A1, 3 by 2k minus 1 equal to 1 by k minus 1 equal to minus 1 by minus of 2k plus 1. Right? Now all the ratios are equal.
So here not equal symbol only will come. Okay, just correct it, not equal symbol. Okay.
So we have to equate any two. Right? So take the first two. So 3 divided by 2k minus 1 equal to 1 by k minus 1. Right? Make a cross multiplication now. So if you make a cross multiplication means 3 into k minus 1 equal to 2k minus 1. So multiply 3 inside. So 3k minus 3 equal to 2k minus 1. And bring it left hand side this one. So 3k minus 2k equal to, and minus 3 that side. So minus 1 it will become plus 3. Right? So after simplification we get k equal to, so minus 1 plus 3 is nothing but 2. So the value of k is nothing but 2. And another possibility is also there. Okay, you can equate last two also. So equate the last two terms and check whether any other values are available for k. Okay, so last two means 1 by k minus 1 equal to minus 1 by minus of 2k plus 1. So minus minus get cancelled. So make a cross multiplication now. So 2k plus 1 equal to k minus 1. Right? And write k and r together on one of the side, that left hand side. So bring it to k left hand side. So it will become minus k and equal to, already minus 1 is there. And transfer this plus 1 that side, it will become minus 1. So when we subtract this, we get k equal to minus 2. So k equal to minus 2.
So here actually not equal symbol only will come here. Okay, here I just change the sign. Okay, so here put not equal symbol, so that here also not equal will come. So the k value is nothing but not equal to minus 2. Okay, so here k equal to 2 already we found by equating the first two ratio, and the last two they are not equal, so that here also not equal symbol will come. Therefore k not equal to minus 2. Right? So what is the value of k now? So k value is 2. That's it. So that is the solution of this question. Okay, that is the solution. That is the value of k here. Okay, so here change it, not equal symbol. Okay. Right, look at the next question. So for what values of m and n the following pair of linear equation has infinitely many solution? So here infinitely many solution means the formula is there. And similarly A1 is 2m plus 1, B1 is 3 and C1 is minus 5 when it will be bring it to the left hand side. And similarly A2 is 3, B2 is n minus 1 and C2 is minus 2. Okay, then use the formula, that is write the formula infinitely many solution and substitute the value of the same thing, that is A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C, everything, and then equate it the first two ratio and then find out the value, and the last two ratio find out the value. Okay, so just apply as it is in the previous sum. We have already seen one types of sum, infinitely many solutions. Okay, so proceed as per steps in that particular video and then find out the value of m and n. So this is your homework. So complete it, right? And I hope every one of you understood what and all we have seen in today's video. And if you have any doubt, go through the video once again or just ask me, I will clear it out, right? So let us meet into next session. Thank you.